The Last Passenger.
Every evening, the old train rolled into Maplewood Station at precisely midnight. Few ever saw it.
Most residents knew better than to wait for the midnight train, but Sarah was new in town and intrigued by the tales she had heard.
One night, curiosity got the better of her,
and she stood alone on the platform, shivering in the cold. The train screeched to a halt, its rusty doors creaking open. An unsettling silence enveloped her as she glanced inside. The interior was dimly lit, and the seats appeared worn and covered in dust. Last passenger, a voice called from the shadows.
A man in a tattered coat leaned out, his eyes glinting unnaturally in the light.
Are you coming aboard?
Something about him sent chills down her spine.
But she felt an inexplicable pull toward the train.
She hesitated, but the man gestured again.
A crooked smile revealing yellow teeth.
Against her better judgment, Sarah stepped inside. The door slammed shut behind her, and the train lurched forward.
She looked around. The car was empty except for the man,
who sat across from her, his gaze fixed intently on her face.
What's your name? He asked.
Sarah, she replied, trying to mask her unease.
Sarah, he repeated slowly, as if savoring the taste of her name. Do you believe in fate? Before she could answer, the lights flickered, and the air grew colder. The man leaned closer, whispering, You should have never boarded.
Suddenly,
Sarah noticed the other passengers' pale figures slumped in their seats, their eyes hollow and lifeless.
Panic surged within her as she realized that they were not alive. They were trapped, just like her.
The man laughed softly, a sound that echoed eerily through the car.
You're one of us now.
The last passenger.
Forever. As the train hurtled through the darkness,
Sarah pounded on the window, desperate for escape. The scenery outside blurred into a whirl of shadowy trees and distant, flickering lights, but there was no sign of civilization. She was lost in an endless night. In that moment, Sarah understood the horror of the midnight train. It didn't just carry souls to their destinations. It claimed them, transforming them into whispers in the night. And as she felt herself fading,
becoming just another last spirit,
she could only watch as the station lights dimmed behind her.
Leaving Maplewood in darkness, waiting for the next curious traveler.